Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of the state, was campaigning. You know, they all talk about fuel subsidy removal. All right. You have it also with Obi. They also said they will remove the fuel subsidy. Now, our President Tinubu, who emerged as the president, and then he dealt with the issue once and for all. So that is said to be a courage. Now, I know if you were there as the governor, you would have also go through this issue of whether to clear up some of these marketplaces. So what would you have done?
I think clearing up the streets and beautifying the plateau is a good idea. But what I look at is that you need to provide an alternative space for those people who are doing business, because these are people who are on the street who are looking for their daily bread, even though some of them are not paying tax. If you look at the shanties, some of them come early in the evenings and go away in the mornings. But we need to give it. We need to give the government kudos for doing that. But what I demand of the government is that they should try and provide a space where, if you are clearing them, then you are relocating them to where they will also be comfortable to do their daily businesses.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, looking at providing a place, but of course, Plateau State government at the moment has there's a place provided for traders who sell by the roadside. There's a place for them, but they happen to always come back to sell by the roadside, and their excuse sometimes, one of it is that when they go to where has been designated and allocated to them, they don't seem to have patronage. People don't seem to come around and buy. But then they are forced by this to come back to the roadside. So that has been the issue. So, and this again is another thing that we look at democracy. People begin to feel, is this government ours? So this conversation, this very topic is actually also getting to talk about this. Because the people say democracy, government, of the people, for the people, by the people. So for the people. So this is where people feel, is this government for us? Because the government is sending us away from where we used to make our money, ends meet, and then get our food to eat. So what is the problem now? What should we do at a point like this? Because you are a player.
You see, at a point like this, you need the government need to look inward. And think out of the box, because you see, Plateau is becoming a cosmopolitan city.
Exactly.
You know, the expansion is becoming bigger and bigger. Gone were the days when each and every person will have to come to terminals where the central business area. But today, the government needs to decentralize the markets. You don't need to leave all the way from Rayfield, all the way from Rukuba to come to terminals,
just terminals and terminals alone.
Business. And therefore, government need to look inward. You must find a way of decentralizing the markets, and then providing modern markets so that people will be comfortable to do their business and their businesses will be secured.
Well, that is lovely. Now, tell us a little about your aspirations, the challenges you went through, even as looking at the party then, and your constituency. You are of the youth constituency. I want to believe, and you're very, agile mind from what I can see, very active, so I believe. So, but what was the challenge? Did you see democracy as a concept in play to the fullest when you were aspiring as governor of Plateau State?
Yeah, you see, democracy is a system of governance. But before the system of governance, that's what we call platforms, which are the political parties. And political parties are a collection of like minds who have the interests of the state or the nation at heart. And therefore, people migrate from one party to the other, trying to have like minds that will develop the nation. And therefore, for me, I was in the APC before I now come to YPP. And all this is in collaboration and in the interest of trying to look for a platform that will bring me up as a governor to ensure I work and serve my people. The challenges are enormous. Politically, everybody who is on the plateau and in Nigeria knows what politics is all about. Politics is capital intensive. And for you to contest governor on the plateau, you know what it takes to go around the 17 local governments. So the challenges are enormous. And the experiences are much. And anybody who tells you today that he has contested for governor, he has gone around the 17 local government, he has heard from the people, their problems and all whatnot, and at the end of the day, if you are 3 or 4 or 5 who contested, and eventually one of you win, and that which win may decide not to do an inclusive government and feels he can carry it alone, he cannot carry it alone. Because the voices are enormous and there are many. And therefore contributions must come from the active and not active members of the politics.
All right. I think I love this. When you mentioned inclusivity. Now, my question is not whether you've seen that played out on the plateau. But the question is, will you be willing to contribute? Will you be willing to offer your services if given the opportunity, though from a different party, from the party that is ruling on the plateau at the moment?
Yeah, you know, if you want to be a leader, you must be selfless.
Okay.
What we mean by selfless is that you are not going into government for your selfish interests. You must have the interests of the people at heart to ensure that anything you will do within your reach is to ensure that your people are protected and their businesses are protected and the development of that state is growing day by day. I will be willing if only I'm given the opportunity because that is my desire.
To serve? To serve. Okay. And if the opportunity is there, you're willing to serve. After all, we have it at the national there. You have the former governor of Rivers, Wike, he's from a different political party, and yet also doing what is expected of him to develop the country. So if given the opportunity, you are willing to serve. Sure. So do you see this also as the ingredients of democracy? Because political parties are set to, collections of people of like minds and, thinking and pursuing that which is very common to them. Yes. Their pattern and approach to govern their very own people. So, do you still find this worthy? Do you see this a good element of democracy, where you bring in people from other parties to just serve the people?
Yeah, just like I mentioned earlier, we're talking about inclusive government. You look at people who have what it takes to contribute to development. And when you have a government that has the idea of inclusivity, I was talking about uncompleted projects.
Yes.
You see, when you come into government, you just don't look at what happened before the election and what happened during the election. Because what you are there for is for the people of the state. And therefore, you will not say, this project was not initiated by me and therefore I will not finish it. I give kudos to Lalong. When Lalong came into government in 2015, there were projects that were initiated by Governor Jang, particularly the Secretariat Bridge. But Lalong did his best to ensure that he completed that project. And Lalong left with uncompleted projects too. And therefore we're looking up to Mutfang, the Governor Mutfang, to ensure that some of these projects are completed. Because this is taxpayers' money.
All right. Okay, so now you're taking us to another dimension of this whole conversation. Now, so you Honorable, you're trying to say that you have seen, even though a lot of people are of the opinion that they have not seen, a situation where the government of the day, carry up the project left or abandoned by, the recent government. Are you saying that you see that, there is this collaboration or there is this continuum where you carry up some certain project and then take it up, and then do you see that play?
You see, for a layman on the street, he will not understand.
Okay.
But for some of us who had the interest to ensure we govern the state, you see, basically some of these projects are tied to our federal allocation.
All right.
And if you say that you will not complete it, assuming you have a project that the monthly deduction is coming directly from the source, it is tied from the source, you cannot do anything about it, and every month money is deducted from federal government allocation to the state, and then you said these projects are not my projects and I will not complete it, where are the deductions going to? It's a disadvantage on the state. So you need to look at it. If it means you modify it because the state is losing. If a project is tied to the facts, federal allocation, and every month deductions are made, and you said that it is not your project, as a governor,
so that becomes a problem.
That becomes a problem, and that's where I talk about policies.
Right.
Let's imbibe policies that will bring development to the state.
All right, that is lovely. Honorable Engineer Manji Gontori, a wonderful guest of mine in the studio this morning. We'll be going on a very short break, my listener and viewer. It has been very, very interesting already. Democracy Day benefits. We'll put on the studio line after this commercial break, and when we do come back, we'll hear from you, and then you have the right also to give us some questions if you have any for Honorable Gontori. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long.
Thank you so much for staying tuned with us on this wonderful day. Unity Trend on Unity 93.2 FM, just Plateau State, Nigeria. Once again, happy Democracy Day. In the studio, it has been the Honorable Engineer Manji Gontori. And together we have been having a wonderful ride, and now it's time for you to take the lead. Alright, it's 9 o'clock and we will continue to do this until it is 9:30. you can join us on our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. Drop your comments. I get to read them when the time comes. And of course, again, you can send in your text message on 0808-478-9999. And for the studio line, in case you have, you find it worthy to be a part of it, just go 0703235315. And that is it. In 1 minute, let's have your submission, name and locations. Remember also that comments made on this platform and not in any way the position of Unity 93.3 FM. So stay away from comments or statements that have in their capacity to undermine the integrity of an individual or group of individuals. So the studio line is booting right now. So let's just begin to do this with you. All right. Before then, Plateau State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Honorable Musa Ibrahim Ashams, has been elected as the chairman of the Plateau State Police Community Relations Committee. That is a PCRC. Congratulations, Honorable Commissioner, to whom much is given, much is expected. And I believe you are that one person that has been so committed to whatever task allocated or given to you. So for this, I truly believe, again, we will stand to be proud of what you will give in there. You and the wonderful team, of course. Thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner, on this laudable engagement given to you. I know with the way you've been in the past, and I'm sure you are capable of doing this. So we will support you in any way possible, because together we make Plateau that Plateau of our dreams. Thank you. Honorable, before we pick the first call, what would you love to say concerning Democracy Day, especially if there's anything that Plateau citizens to be happy about?
I think Plateau people should celebrate democracy, because democracy has bring peace to the state and has bring so much development.
Oh, that's lovely. Very brief. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you have a minute. Please go on.
Yes, once again, I want to say happy Democracy Day to you, to your guest.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want to first of all take a break on a particular comment you made concerning the administration of the governor of the state.
Yes.
Former governor of the state for over 2 years, I think it's on record, and I want to be challenged. Over 2 years after we continued, when he was the governor, it took 2 years. He didn't consider continuing on the project of Gona David, especially on that particular secretariat executive. It does even take, and the CEO of the Unity and 3.3, when he appeared on the Silver Judge program viewpoint, he pleaded with him. I was listening, he pleaded with him to consider that very project, because if he did not do it, it's going to affect him in the next election of 2018. It is on record. It's on record.
All right.
So, for me, it is not kudos to him. I don't give a fuck much for that, because he has no choice but to complete that particular project. And it took him over 2 years to say he was responsible to attend to that project. I can take this thing anywhere and I can defend it.
Thank you very much.
If you compare to the statement he made this morning, the project that were along the millions of projects, I think hundreds of projects that he left. It may take up to 6 months for the current government that is to make into this project that are along the time.
All right.
And they finish most of them. Look at the root of concrete.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Benedict.
Government and that sort of thing. And on the issue of the democracy, let me tell you something. Let me tell Nigeria something. If little or nothing Nigeria are celebrating to learn that democracy is concerned. If democracy is still defined as the government of the people and for the people and by the people, the people are actually silenced in the democracy that is being practiced in Nigeria. The democracy, the people that are doing democracy in Nigeria, the politicians. The people that are the top autonomous politics in Nigeria.
All right, it's 2 minutes already. Mr. Benedict, thank you. It's 2 minutes already, please.
The good faith of our budget is going to the National Assembly and to the Presidency. The cost of governance has multiplied and increased astronomically. Meanwhile, Nigerians are suffering under poverty. In this democracy that Nigeria will start the world most poorest people on earth. I think democracy is not right in this country.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Benedict. Please, wonderful points there. It's just because of time, else we would allow you and anyone else who would love to call and spend more than 1 minute. All right, thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling. Your name? Yes.
And my excellence to be.
You're welcome.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
So I want to ask the excellency, the one of my boss, because I'm a APC member of the President University.
All right.
I hope that you come back to our party and
all right.
So,
thank you.
My own question to my excellency is about this local government.
Yes.
If you are going to support the government of Plateau State, are you going to support or not?
Local government autonomy. All right, thank you. I think I would love to have you answer this, but then that would be after some time. In local government autonomy, I want to believe. So what would you do? Just like I asked you earlier on, what would you do if you happens to be the governor of Plateau State concerning terminus market and trying to clear up some, the city? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Thank you for calling.
Good morning, Professor in the house.
Thank you.
I am Nahudu Diaz, calling from Terminus.
Okay, in a
I
minute.
say Nigeria's happy democracy.
Thank you.
So what I want to say this morning is, see, I'm calling from Terminus. We are so happy yesterday. I said it, that this, let me put it in a straight word that everybody understands. This scriptures was will come and say they are doing protests whereby they are not doing any protest. All those words are hoodlums. They are looking for who to destroy the shop and loot and go away. But the main people that are selling, even that have already told them enter inside and they agreed to enter there. All those boys that are doing that protest yesterday, they are not even this Nigeria. They are not from this Nigeria. They just come everywhere, wherever they see that they come. They now need just that is the only thing they are coming from Nigeria to do in Nigeria. Because yesterday, when the GMDB, the relevant authorities, they came out in group. Why did they come and protest? Tell them, say no, they will stay on the road. All of them have to run away. When they find that with themselves towards old dreams. I say kudos to GMDB. What they did yesterday was marvelous. It was fantastic. They still do the work after 6 in the evening. What they did yesterday is okay. Now, before, by now they have already brought center of growth ready. But today, this one that I'm talking to you, now is not like that for now.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
So I say kudos to them. Thank you.
Mr.
God
Kingsley.
bless our Plateau State. Bless Nigeria.
Mr. Kingsley, how were you able to establish that these people actually came from outside Nigeria? They're not Nigerians. Because, we have Nigerians all over. So how does it feel if there is anything and they associate any of such unlawful acts to Nigerians abroad? Do you understand? So let's just get to know. A criminal is a criminal, whether he's a Nigerian or not. Hello, good morning.
Thank you. I'm calling you from Holgudi.
I hope our farm is getting well.
We are managing.
All right,
and
amen.
My regards to the excellency.
It's all right.
You see, if we are talking about democracy,
yes,
let it all. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The question on ground is, does me and you really own the system?
Yes, that's the question.
How far have me and you been participating in the system? Do you have democracy where rule of law is not being obeyed? And the primary responsibility of every government is to protect life and property and happiness. Towards the 25 years, has me and you been happy? You can see what the Islam scholar has made. Because they are coming from other countries. Are you free in as far as your country is concerned to go anywhere and live without any hindrance or any molestation? All these are evidence of democracy.
Yes.
Do you talk about leaders that doesn't lead with example? You think of yourself rather than who you lead in terms of decision making. Who comes to consult me and you before taking decision on that bothers me and you? So whether we like it or not, me and you on the system.
All right.
All our legislators. Tell me anyone that made any law and comes back to you in your constituency to take you a reflect and you about what is happening in your life.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Keep on doing it and do it well. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, on the system, I think there's a take-home for me today. On the system, and then those who have the opportunity to lead by example.
Yeah, sure.
I think these two things are my take-home. Wow. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Well, 07032353315 is the studio line. Hello, good morning.
Very good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. My dear presenter will be, this is the voice of Plateau State, taking from Angola, Cuba,
Thank you so much. The voice of Plateau State emanating from Angola and spreading all over the country. Please go on in 1 minute.
God bless you, Kulpi. To give us the opportunity to learn and to continue our own culture of contribution to the growth of the nation.
Yes.
Today, Kulpi.
Yes.
I'm listening very keenly to the speech of the president. Addressing the nation today.
Yes.
Of course, he highlighted some individuals that he felt they should be respected. Of which that one is good. He congratulated Nigerians being the 25-year-old democracy without uninterrupted democracy 25 years ago. Well, let me tell you this.
Yes.
If you see as an individual, I just look like he just treated Nigerians. Yeah, because there was nothing to write from about the speech of Mr. President.
The voice of Plateau, what were you expecting?
Thank you very much. Mr. President has been saying this, that he knows the hardship Nigerians are passing through.
Yes.
He's expected that he should have put some mechanism on ground, give some hope to Nigerians that the hardship will very soon be a history. But the thing just went on without even addressing some issues. Some bone of contention that we were thinking that he will at least give up, give at least end to it, not especially the living wage, or do we call it minimum wage? In his case, he refused to say something. He said that it is ongoing.
Yes.
I don't actually know.
All right.
When are we going to have the really specific end of this issue of minimum wage and the hardship of Nigerians are passing through?
Thank you.
The president should have talked about
Thank you.
If you talk to Nigerians, you just give good money to Nigerians as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much. All right. 07032353315. You know, the points are there and people are making very vital submissions. I truly love this, and that's the beauty of Unity Train, where you have the people coming to just politely, take their own positions as regard issues. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
My name is Abdurrahman. I'm calling from Kadadi.
Thank you, Abdurrahman.
Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.
Let's hear you.
Let me talk about the benefit of opportunities.
All right.
It's a day that we get a democracy in Nigeria.
All right.
So let me call our leaders, our Nigeria leaders. So they have to get the Nigerian citizens and
hello, are you there?
Democracy. Are we to make this?
Yes, are you there?
Because I'm there. I'm there.
All right,
because
go on.
so many years that we are voting our leader, we are not even get a dividend democracy. It's for the Nigerian leaders supposed to spreading the dividend democracies for the citizens of Nigeria. So that is my take.
Thank you so much, the man from Kadeli. All right, very brief. He made good use of his time. Just within 1 minute, he made his submission. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
This is Jude Sad for Unity Joshua.
It's good to have you. You have a minute, please.
Thank you, my brother. We thank God for the life. And Nigerians are suffering, my brother. You know that I could do.
Yeah, okay.
But we need to give thanks to God as the life I did. When there is life, there is hope.
Yes.
When there is life, there is hope. So, what I have to say this morning,
okay, I think we lost that. It's a drop call. If you can call us back, Honorable Sat, I will appreciate. 07032353315. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you. Your name?
My name is Zira. I'm calling from Old Victory Park.
Oh, Zira, it's good to have you today again. So let's have you 1 minute.
Okay. Please, I want to comment your guest in the studio there.
All right.
You have said it all.
Okay.
But there's something he said that during Baba's administration,
Okay.
he left some abandoned projects which are not changed and complete. You have said that British America, Secretariat flyover, that's a very good development. And which I heard he was appealing to the present governor to continue the abandoned project being left by Lano. So that is why I give it to Uche. If you want to do any project, it's not for you to have projects all over the 17 local governments without accomplishing anyone. Uche will tell you that if it is only one project that you achieve, he will make sure you finish it. Not that you
spread
five projects all over the local government, at the end you will not finish it. Okay, what of the companies that Babajan left? You didn't finish that. Why? Because of political sentiment.
Wow.
If you want to develop, you keep this sentiment aside. Forget whatever differences you and the other party have.
Sure. All right.
Take your governance and then complete whatever project you have. But I believe that this governor now, the listening governor, he will not behave like other governors. I believe that any abandoned project, he will do it. And then let's keep sentiment aside and then state governance.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love his submission. Sure. He has a different view, but he was able to present it politely. Thank you.
Very, very selfless.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, in 1 minute, please. Thank you.
As I was saying, thank God for the life, and I will thank God for the governor. Our governor is doing very, very well.
Yes.
Because at least federal government are still talking to 2,000 whatever, and he's approved 65 for the workers. We have to give him that applause because he tried. And on the side of our honorable commissioner for the work he won yesterday in the election, we thank God the commissioner is doing very, very fantastic.
Yes.
And we pray, may God continue guiding him to succeed. And at the side of JMDD, my brother, people are calling me, commending her bankers, the way he used hammer to deal with these people yesterday. Let me tell you, if I'm at the shoe, I will do more than. He did not do anything yesterday.
Compared to what
these
you
people,
would.
they cost them to platooniers and the governor.
All right, thank you.
How can you come, and some people say that they are from outside the country. Why would you come and be proving stubborn?
No. Thank you, Mr. Jutsat.
Good morning.
Yes, that they came from somewhere outside Nigeria. On this platform, I will totally, to some great extent, disagree with that. This is not because there are no people from outside Nigeria, but if we continue to say they're from Niger, it has a way of, projecting Niger as some kind of country that does not support the rule of law. And so please, let's stay away from it, because we have Nigerians in Niger. Sure. And so, in fact, Nigeria and Niger is just like yes, and so please, let's stay away from saying that it shouldn't be like some sort of profiling the entire country, Niger. So if anyone is there to do something criminal, just arrest the person, and you mustn't begin to mention his tribal men, his dad, just go straight, and a criminal is a criminal, whether from Nigeria or Niger. So that's what it is. Thank you so much. On Facebook, good morning, Kobe, Prof. and Barrister in the house. Honestly, Nigerians have achieved nothing to write home about in terms of democracy. It's said that democracy is the okay, of the people, by the people, and for the people, by Abraham Lincoln, but the reverse in this country is the case. And the benefit of democracy are free and fair elections, equality before the law, rule of law, free praise, accountability, transparency, majority rule, and minority rights, and you go on and on. Which of the above can we beat our chest on? Imagine a country celebration, 24 years of democracy, and nothing has been achieved. Whereas banditry and kidnapping has come the topic of the day. Aziz Felix George, Crested Down Fellow from Rukuba Road. And good morning, Kobe, and your guest in the studio. I'm watching you live from Rikos Yen Sementi, the king of democracy. Okay, the kind of democracy where practicing in Nigeria is different from other countries in the world. Our own problem in Nigeria, we lack leadership. That's the main reasons, and also corruptions. May Allah make it easier for us, as amen. And another one, Elkanah Moses, greetings to you all, watching you from Niger. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Aminu Abdullah Shuabu, thank you so much. I think I'll just stop here from the text message because of time. Let me see if I can take a few text messages too. This one says, good morning, Uncle Kulbi and the guest in the house. I want to commiserate with our amiable father, Professor Bameyi, and his families over the demise of his daughter, Blessing Divine Bameyi. May her gentle soul continue to rest in peace with the Lord. Amen. Happy Democracy Day to all Nigerians. God bless Niger. God, okay, Unity FM, Boniface, belong, La Long, Nentawe, Jikan Tinibu, okay, from Angwan Gada. All right. I think I love this name. Maybe you give me one and have the rest. Good morning, Kubi, and the guests in the studio. Happy Democracy Day to you in the studio, all Nigerians. Although we are going through tough, hard times in Nigeria, but God is with us. And one day, this storm will be over. Amen.
Amen.
Let's just continue to pray for our country, our leaders, and the followers, that we will all change our mindset and do the needful for the betterment of our country. Peace is priceless. Let's live in peace. God bless Unity FM, Plateau State, and Nigeria. Christy Izan from Rukubarot. And I think this is the most we can take. I have a message from Bulus Esther Homan and also Daniel from Satellite Market Carbon. But sorry, because of time, I may not be able to take all of this. Thank you. Honorable Rontori, so what will be your parting words? Maybe you might respond to one or two of the calls.
Yeah, I think I will take the part of the autonomy. You know, I'm fully a supporter of autonomy of the local government. Because in the 3 tiers of government, you see that the local government is backward. In some of the local government, you find out that there's no presence of government. And therefore, in democracy, where there is no benefits of democracy, you see that that tier of government is really, really backward. And I will support it 100% that the local government should have autonomy.
Okay, you support it 100%. 100%. Local government should have their autonomy. Yes. So, in 1 or 2 minutes, sir, what would you say about the issues of swearing in the rest members of the State House of Assembly, Plateau State House of Assembly?
Yeah, you know, when we look at legislative functions of the state, if you look at, you see Plateau now is really not functioning well legislatively because of the crisis that has been there. Okay. Even though these crises are not new to some of us. And when we look at vendetta in the course of time, where other governments have done it, one is trying to do it, it is not good for our democracy.
So it's not good for democracy? It's not good for democracy. Today is Democracy Day. So what's your words to...
My words is that
the players.
Once after politics, it's time for governance. And therefore the governor should do anything within his reach, even if it means cajoling the members of the House of State, members of the Assembly, to ensure they work together. He can do that. That is where the issue of inclusivity come in.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming to studio. Just yesterday, I reached out to you, and here you are. That shows truly you have the interests of this country and of Plateau at heart. I truly appreciate you for that, and I give it to you. Our listener, thank you for always being with us on this very platform. Actually, I would have loved to continue, but you see, time will not always support us to continue on and on. Before we call it a day, I would love to say thank you to the crew who made this possible. Our GSM Shamsuddin Kabir, DJ Pomorski. I add Pomorski to you, right? That's your name, and I love it that way. And also Engineer Salu Mohammed Narogo. Okay, Honorable Musa Ibrahim Ashams, we celebrate you on your newly engagement again as the chairman of the Plateau State Police Community Relations Committee. We believe you will do this, and we'll give you our own support. Thank you, and God bless you. We see you tomorrow for yet another interesting edition. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion?